Alrighty then. Well, now, the sun is positioned towards the east, meaning you should have a good one. Hey everybody, you know the name, it's Bluefang, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Platinum. I am so very tired. Oh yeah, Cycle Shop, we need to go there and get that. So yeah, time to get the Cycle Shop. Is it? No, it's not you. It's the Name Rating Services. Last time... oh, hey, so... Right, this thing, right here. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. Got something nice. I wanted you to have this Pokemon egg. Will you accept it? Yes. Yes, I will. That's wonderful. The Pokemon inside this egg is happy, too, I'm sure of it. Keep that egg with you and your party of Pokemon. A Pokemon will hatch from it while you are traveling. I will be happy to help you fill another page of your Pokedex. See you again. So really quick, if you are considering... This egg actually does hatch into a pretty good Pokemon. The egg watch, it appears to move continually and may be close to hatching. So, eggs are basically just footsteps to move. You see all this stuff that I'm doing right now, that's getting it closer to hatching. So it will hatch as we move forward with the game. But that's not it. Let's take this. Thank you, rescue me. So let me show my face. We obtained the bicycle, a key item for moving on. I guess we will also, be showing off, in the bag, you can go to your key items and register things. So, when you push your equivalent of the Y button, you can put on the bike. And the B button lets you go from slow but controlled to fast but wild. Although I'm not having this problem. And now that we have the bike, we can move on our way here in the cycling road. Sweet, registering. Okay, what was I wanting to talk about? Yes, the egg Cynthia just gave you. It is a good Pokemon, however, I would save just before receiving the egg, so that way you can get the proper thing, any nature and abilities you could possibly want on it. Let's see, can you stand up to this guy? No, we're healing after this. No. No, you can't. Alright, Mark Sheen. Bite the rat. Bite this ugly, less fat rat.
Bite him now. If you value your works, you will bite him now.
Reverend grows a level. Machine doesn't. Bucky grows a level. Roll out. Yes. There is something we need Bucky for at the end of Cycling Road, which is why I have him here. And of course, I want to get him closer to evolving so he can learn more TMs. But I think it's this way, right? Yeah, I know this. Remember this section too well. You know, with all these walks back and forth, looks like Togepi's gonna have a lot of good experience. There's time and place for everything, but not now. Anyway, moving over this way. I already said about how you're gonna wanna save before you get the egg, because everything about it, like Ivy's nature and ability, are already generated during the cutscene Cynthia talks to you. So don't go saving in between when you're trying to hatch it. That's not gonna do you much good. to switch out to Larksheen here. Because I just think Larksheen's a better handler of this. I just farted. I have pizza and farts. I have pizza and farts. I have the pizza and farts. They're all inside my stomach. They're trying to escape. All I've got right now is pizza and farts. And it's all inside my heart. It's escaping through my farts. Alongside the pizza. Cyclist Mayan is dead now, and I'm gonna pause the recording to go heal my Pokemon. Alright. I'm back here. I have relieved myself of pizza and farts. There we are. Going faster, talking to this guy because we want all the trainer fights and experience. I don't care how many times I have to roll back up. I consider that good time to hatch. Oh. Right. You're the one thing I'm afraid, actually genuinely afraid of Reverend tackling, and I'm never going to let Reverend tackle. So, Pyro, your turn. Actually, Larksheen has the same amount of fire resistance. Well, no. Pyro has more fire resistance, but I'm not exactly afraid of a Ponyta when it comes to fire moves. I shouldn't have been, at least. Man, this is the first playthrough I'm actually, like, using an HM Pokemon. And it always bugs me when I use one, because I hate having a slot on my party being filled by something that is not intended to be on the team, like, for battling. Anyways, that is Cyclist James, and I'm going to heal again, because I'm paranoid. That's right. I forgot I wasn't in control, because you automatically go down here. There we are. We got to fight you now. Both of us are in place. You both have Pokemon. Can't let you get the better of me. I will be getting the better of you, but whatever you think. Yeah, 3 Pokemon. Meaning they're all lower leveled. So this is the perfect time for Reverend. Reverend, we're going to start with the Stealth Rock. I forget what Endeavor is, but I'm pretty sure it does more damage. The more damage the Pokemon is taken. Can we not with the double teams, please? Okay, Confusion.
Confusion now! You cannot kill me! I am so human!
Sorry about the, wing, ear rape that you all just experienced, but who cares? Not you, because this is episode 8 of a series that you're clearly invested in. The strategy is working. Fuck. Confusion, stop missing. Reverend. Nope. If I want to have Reverend get any experience from this fight, it's time to switch to Larksheen. Spark it. And a Starly. We're gonna keep battling. And then I'm gonna cut, go to the Pokemon Center, heal, come back to where we were. With how paranoidly I'm going back to the Pokemon Center. At this point, I'm convinced that the egg will hatch. So I'll be back. Okay. Now then. We have you. Let's talk to you. The fact you got there. Sometimes they can change gear. You gotta love that. Surely let me battle. Let's see what you have. Cyclist John has a Starly. 2 of them. So, let's Stealth Rock. Please just don't use, Double Team. Just don't. But it failed. Alright, let's see. Wing attack. Okay. Not very effective. Confusion. That is, Bucky is very close. I am not having Reverend fight a Staravia. It can fight a Larcene, though. Not Reverend, the Staravia. Get intimidated. Crap. Maybe I should have kept Reverend in and then switched. Whatever. We both have minus attack. So that just evened the playing field for your ass kicking. Larcene catches up to Pyro. Wants to learn Roar. I'm gonna keep all my old moves. I know I'm not using Charge and Bite, and I can see a use case for Leer. Bucky's at level 15, which means... What? Bucky's evolving. The first time I've ever evolved an HM user, not just in recordings, but on my own permanent time. Your Bucky evolves into the barrel. Also learn the new water gun. No, Bucky, you're gonna learn nothing but HMs. Sorry to say it, buddy. Anyways, with that, item take, the experience share is gone from Bucky, and oh, sounds can be heard from inside. It will hatch soon. All right, I'm gonna cut, heal, and be right back. Okie day! We are back on the cycling road. So I think that means, yep, down here is yet another trainer with yet another excuse to heal. We have spent half this episode just trying to get to the Sam cycling road. Alright, Ryan. You have a Shinx. This is level 21. Let's do a Confuse Ray first. What is it? Special defense? Yeah. You're confused. I want to get Toxic on Reverend because I like having a strategy where if my luck pans out just right, it'll be nothing but constant damage on there. And Reverend, you're out of there. Larcene, get in there. It has rivalry too. Oh, so you're not even at neutral attack. Bite it. Come on, hit yourself. Yeah, like that. Here we are defeating Cyclist Ryan, and you know the drill. Alright. Now that I have control over my bicycle again, we have yet another fight. It's just more excuses to take steps and move. Alright, Cyclist Rachel, who sends out a Ponyta. I have a Reverend who is weak to you. So, yeah. Reverend, this has not been your lucky route, buddy. I'm so sorry. But it is a little rough, I must admit, getting on par with the team. That is always something about team members I want to say is, like, getting new team members, it feels awesome when it happens, like, finally another slot. But on the other hand, like, they're, especially early game, they're not up to snuff with the other Pokemon, and you gotta really, like, put in that time to get them there. And then it makes matters even worse, like the OCD. Extrasensory, there it is. So what is extrasensory is like, hold. 80 power, 100 accuracy. The user attacks with an odd, unseeable power, and then also make the foe flinch. Confusion is 50. Yeah. Extrasensory is just better, and we have Confuse Ray if we want the Confuse effect off, which is guaranteed for it. Let's get Reverend in there. Maybe Extrasensory was what I was looking for. Let's try Extrasensory now. An extra base 30 power on top of the same type attack bonus. Every use of the move. Huh. Not as much as I would have admittedly wanted. But let's keep Reverend. Let's keep it going. I'm convinced Reverend can do it. Yeah! Yeah, buddy! Let's go! Right, I never see the flinching chance on Extrasensory because the only Pokemon I ever use that learns it is Bronzong says Bronzor, and they're always just slow. Because that's the thing about Reverend, he's tanky and can take hits when he catches up there, but he is a slow boy. Yeah, Rachel defeated, and you know the drill. Bye. Actually, before I make my way back, I do want to go ahead and grab a few things real quick for a certain thing that we're going to be getting later this episode. Do you sell it? Yes. I want repels. I am normally all for just fighting the wild Pokemon. I never get repels normally, but there is a place that we're going to be going to this episode that I'm going to want it just to make a puzzle easier to solve to get a thing. And would you believe me if I said that thing that I want to go get is not the team member? And yeah, that is something I should say. Team member number 4 is going to be a while. Like, I know that there was we caught member number 2 basically as soon as we could catch a Pokemon. And there was a bit of a gap between members 2 and 3, but I'm telling you right now that the gap between members 3 and 4, that's a big one. That is a big, big gap. Unless, like, I don't know, a shiny Pokemon happens, like, unless we get, like, a shiny Pokemon, there's going to be a big gap between members 3 and 4. So keep that in mind, like, when we go a while without a 4th team member officially joining. Then the gap between 4 and 5 it's a bit of a gap, but it's more like with 2 and 3, not a huge gap, maybe shorter. And then 5 and 6 is another fairly big gap. I say fairly big, but it's not the biggest gap. It's not... Difference between 3 and 4 is going to be longer than, 5 and 6. There we go. So, yeah, that is how this series is being planned. I hate... Okay, I'm gonna talk about this too. I don't care if you're having to see this trek again. Who knows? Maybe Togepi evolve. Okay, it's not... The egg is Togepi. I don't think I need to explain that. I need a fart. Ugh. I am still filled with pizza and farts. He is still filled with pizza and farts and farts. Daddy's gonna go and ride that bus today with the pizza and farts and pizza. I like those. I've been watching the Space Bear compilations of Game Grumps. Alright. The sounds can be heard inside. It will hatch soon. Okay. I know it will hatch soon. How soon? Because I've been riding up and down the cycling road all this time now. And I've been doing it partially because, yes, I want to heal up my Pokemon, but also because, like, oh, I could have just went down. It's bicycle without this, you gotta have a flag. It's a Pokemon accessory. Oh, I never actually obtained that. That's a fashion case thing. So, you go back down here, you can realize we're back on Route 207 by Oreburgh City. And this is the gap that Barry tried getting up. So, berries, we can pick them. Raz. I don't know what Raz is, or like, what it makes. But also over here, we have more uses for cut. And we're going to be heading down to this place. Because I believe not only do we find a burn heal, but... Okay, it's not in this area. Oh, hey, I guess I can talk about beta elements of this project. On this route, there is a Pokemon called Gligar. And Gligar got an evolution Gliscor that I really loved at the time. Like, there's this old video of mine where it's like my top 6 favorite Pokemon, which basically was like, you know, in an ideal world, if Pokemon were real. Oh? Oh shit, the egg hatched. I guess that talking point can wait. There's a Togepi! What do I want to name you? You know, you make me think of a phoenix, so I'll name you what Maya names Phoenix in Phoenix Wright. Nick. That's your name. Frost. I'll pick these. Okay. Alright. I picked these. So, pick a talking point and go from there. We're gonna do the top 6, because my top 6, I don't know what it was, but I know for the longest time Gliscor was like my number 3. My top 2 still are like Samurott and Crobat, but Gliscor used to be my top 3. It has since then fallen from grace. And I was initially considering maybe if I can run into it here. I was actually going to use it on the team, and it was going to be member number 4. But it has since fallen from grace, and I will not be using it as the 4th member of this team. I actually think I like Bronzong more than Gliscor now. So much so that Bronzor has not fallen from grace and is being used on the team. That being said, Togepi. Nick, what is your summary? What do you look like? You have literally nothing, 6 experience at the next level. You're naive-natured, quick to flee. What's your ability? Your ability is Hustle. Alright. So, this Togepi can have one of 2 abilities. Hustle or Serene Grace. Hustle boosts the attack stat but lowers accuracy, and it's definitely the worst of the 2 abilities. My personal opinion, I would have rather had Serene Grace. If this Pokemon was shiny and had Serene Grace, Actually, Togekiss was a heavy contender for the team for a while. But the reason I didn't end up going for it was actually mostly because I did not want to risk like having a whole recording session and then having it hatch, and then as it is here, it being Hustle, so I'd have to scrap the recording, start all the way over. That was the biggest reason I went against it. And it's not being the fourth member of the team. Anyways. Okay, it's somewhere around here. Ah, crap. Okay, there's a secret entrance to a cave around here that has a certain item in it that I want to pick up for a later member of the team. Hey, Theodore. Pyro, this is your fight, not Reverend's. Nick is gonna be the little baby of the box, because Nick is going in the box. Mach punch it. Honest didn't get to do a thing. Good job, Reverend. Good job, Pyro. Switching back, because I want the defense back up, and Reverend to gain experience. I also, another stupid reason that Togepi did not get added to the team was because of, I essentially... So I have an OCD when it comes to me playing Pokemon games. It's that my main team of 6 has to all either be all Pokeballs, all members, or they're all different balls. In this case, I'm going with all of them are in different balls. So, like, Pyro's the only one that can be in a Pokeball. So I had to buy the 10 at the route beginning so that way we could have a Premier Ball. And then I bought the different kind of balls and like caught Reverend and the Net Ball. So I'm not allowed to reuse those 3 types of balls for any of my future team members. Theodore, yeah. So there, it's like, but it's an egg, so eggs automatically go in Pokeballs. Is this it? No. You are a ground type, one that I have, but not the one that I'm looking for. Can I... I'm not looking for the Pokemon to catch on my team, I am just... Are you it? No. I'm starting to see the value of repels, but I'm waiting until we get to Wayward Cave. There it is, the secret entrance. Because down these stairs... Wait. Bag. Items. For a certain amount of steps... Actually, let's guarantee this further. So the way repels work is that for a certain amount of steps, you cannot encounter a Pokemon unless you will not encounter a Pokemon that is lower level than the one you have out in front. So Pyro being our highest level Pokemon should hopefully prevent... Well, I don't want to prevent shinies. I'm gonna be wistfully hunting for shinies, so if there's anything above, right. Anything above your level should be good. Oh, it's tied with. You know what? This will also be good training. How do you win Supersonic so much? Supersonic is 55% accuracy. I went for Confuser because it does the same thing but 100% accuracy. but when you land Supersonic, I guess you're eternally fucking confused, and it always works for the AI, and yet here I am. I have Supersonic, it never fucking hits. You gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Reverend, please. It's a poison flying type. That's a very tanky type, and you're one of the few things that can utterly destroy it. Please, Reverend, don't. Thank you! Thank you. Sweet, we can't run into that again. There's really stuff at level 20. There's a Bronzor here. Okay. Man, this repel is such a waste now. Here we are. And over that item is Onyx. Okay, you know what? Screw this. The repel didn't wear off yet. Pyro, get out here. Grip Claw. Don't know what that does. By the way, in here you can find a Gible. Gible is a pretty decent Pokemon. Right. So Gible, pretty good Pokemon, all things considered. A lot of people use it for their teams. I consider it too generic to be used, but let it be known, it's very fucking powerful. Can I get the pinpoint turning, please? No. 1, 2. Because you need to go full hop for that. Yeah! And all the way at the end here is TM26 Earthquake. One of the most powerful TMs in the game, and the primary reason I came here. Gible? No! Because we can't have nice things in this house, and we can't. I mean, I'm not gonna use Gible unless it's shiny. Did I mention I want to have a shiny? I'm pretty sure I mentioned I wanted a shiny. Man, Zubat, I want to use you so bad. I fucking love Crobat. Crobat's like my second favorite Pokemon in the entire series. Like, I like bats. I think bats are cool. I want a pet bat. Gible, one of your last few chances to show up. Maybe your last. No. I might actually stay here and hunt for a Gible. No, I want to go. I want to get it. Hey, there it is. Found you, little rat bastard. I have decided, for no particular reason, I want to catch you. I am not at all using you, but I wanted to show that you can get a Gible and be a man of my word that this is where you can get the pseudo-legendary if you are playing Pokemon Platinum. Diamond and Pearl players, get fucked for picking the inferior Gen 4. Thank goodness it missed. Pokeballs. Let's try a Nest Ball. You're below level 30. Two. Fuck. Oh, don't hit yourself with too much, please. I only have one more Nest Ball to catch you with. Damn, that's it. That's it for all the balls that have increased chances. And I think that's it for Pyro. Yes. Fuck it, Bucky. You're gonna see battle. No, I want the bag, Pokeballs. Let's use an actual Pokeball. Come on, 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 come on. Damn! This is the ultimate showdown. Ultimate destiny. Oh yeah, you're a ground type. You don't get buffeted by those things. I have the steel type who doesn't get hurt by it either. And this is Generation 4, weather effects last forever. Ah! I want to catch this friggin' gift. Oh, it's gonna die, isn't it? Come on, come on, come on. Just catch. You're gonna die. Don't give all your experience to Bucky. Well, he listened to that request. Lark Sheen. I just want a butthole anytime. Come on. Catch, you dense motherfucker. Just catch. 1, 2. Fuck! Just catch. I don't even want you on the team. 1. I have friends. And you're dead, aren't you? You are not dead. And weather effects do not last forever in Generation 4. I thought they did. Come on! Wish I had better balls. Why did I think it was a good idea to try and catch you, and why am I still trying? I don't know. Game, let me have this one, please. Come on, you sick son of a fuck. There goes Lark Sheen, which means that if you die, either Reverend's gonna get all your experience, Nick is gonna get all your experience, or you're gonna be a trainer. Let's try a netball. It's your color. Fuck! I was like silent there. Takedown. I think this is the end. No? Made itself easier to catch. Come on, baby. I'm mashing what this has registered as the B button, and and the actual B button on my laptop. Alright, looks like you're beating a trainer. Or Togepi is gonna be just the little friend you need. Nick, can you help me get a friend? Fuel Ball? Maybe you want to look pretty in pink? Fuck! Okay. We have another shot. I'm not mashing anything. No, that did worse. You're... Okay. I don't know if this Gibble wants to join us or not. Come on, you beautiful rat bastard. It didn't like that. It didn't like being called a rat bastard. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back. I'm not that stubborn. Put up a damn good fight, Nick. I'm sorry. So it appears to me as if I done did screwed it up. So just cut our losses. Put you there. You back in there. Let's save our game and be done with this episode. So thank you all for joining me. I know we didn't get a whole lot done today, but we did get the TM for Earthquake. That was the main objective. We fought all the trainers in the Cycling Road, and we showed off where you can get a powerful pseudo-legendary if you have the patience for it. I tried having the patience for it, and I was not very rewarded. So, next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're gonna go to Mount Coronet through the Oreburgh Gate. See y'all then. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're trying to make our way to the Mount Coronet to get to the Oreburgh Gate. We're trying to make our way back to the Cycling Road to get to Route 207 via Oreburgh. And then we will go over to Mount Coronet. Yada yada blah blah bye.